That's number 12, the redshirt freshman on the sideline. They will hand the ball off on first down in a nice hole right up the middle. Aaron Green, the senior, who is a San Antonio native. This is the first game in a long, long time that TCU has played in this Texas town. They've never played in the Alamo Bowl before, and they're hoping that the native Aaron Green will have a big game. They swing that pass out to Listenby, and that is covered well by the Ducks. Advantage of excellent field position on the first drive of the night for TCU. Oregon showing some pressure, and they bring pressure. Kohlhausen delivers. It's off the hands.
Very unorthodox, hard to block.
TCU gets the ball for the second time. Bram Kohlhausen will swing that pass out to the right flat. And they got speed there. Cutting it upfield, Kavante Turpin.
They can tonight, 200 meters.
They spotted him back. It's really 2nd and 7. They'll hand the ball off here. Trying to get to the edge. Turpin, nice cut. Kind of picking his way forward. And Green will empty the backfield on first down. Goes out very wide right. Kohlhausen. Pressured. Kohlhausen will get rid of it behind the line of scrimmage. That's a loss
as well. You have to change who you are offensively, so they're trying to get an identity right now.
2nd and 12 for TCU. 4-man rush. Kohlhausen with a nice pocket and a nice delivery. A tackle short of the first down. Forward progress.
There's a running back from Lake Travis High School that was very highly recruited, and now he's become one of their better receivers. Shows you how versatile he is.
Quick snap, quick pressure, and the ball knocked away. No whistle. They say loose ball. And fumble recovery for Tyson Cole. Any bowl game all bowl season long. It will be different, though, without Trevon Boykin. We'll see if Kohlhausen and TCU can get it going on offense. So far, Aaron Green tackled after a game.
They're showing blitz. TCU's changing the play. Let's see if Oregon backs out of their blitz.
Green shifted. Kohlhausen. Pressure picked up. He's got plenty of time and a very tight window. There's Turpin out into the open. What a move inside the 50 down to Oregon territory.
Kavante Turpin is really fun to watch. Very good protection. Graham steps up well, but watch this young guy. Coach Roll used to say he's like a puff of smoke.
Well, we'd like to watch him, but it's hard with all the speed. Now there's a penalty flag on this carry. In 26. That was a big one. Back in their own territory. Another 4-man rush picked up. The throw short is caught to that corner. Jumping over a would-be tackler.
Much more comfortable in this series.
Still 2nd and long. They will hand it off on 2nd and long into Oregon territory. That's Kyle Hicks, who's gotten healthy. Held it back.
Yeah, Kyle's a really good football player. Plants the foot, turns up inside, keeps shoulders square, and then makes one of the.
And a long 13 yards to go for TCU.
If you get enough here, you might go for it on 4th and a 3 or 4. Try to make this manageable.
Kohlhausen pressured, steps up. Kohlhausen taking a deep throw and incomplete. Man, now they're in.
Lineman of Oregon. They showed blitz. They only brought 3, but you can see right here he's got him hooked up with his left arm. He will not let him go. Turn him loose. Him for tonight's debut, calling the plays.
Now, one thing, it does help to have as many playmakers as the Ducks have.
Yes.
Turpin gets the pitch back. Turpin will be swarmed. And I tell you what, the offense has been on a lot of talent. And the Horned Frogs trying desperately to feel like they can get back in this game on 2nd down and long. Kohlhausen dumps one short left, incomplete. And I think
it was going to be easy. They've done just the opposite. They're playing at a high level.
TCU has not converted the 3rd down yet. This one 3rd and 12. In the shotgun, Kohlhausen steps up. Kohlhausen goes down. And there's big. His first sack of the night.
And he is listed as a very high draft choice. I think about the 4th pick by Mel Kiper.
Hadnan, thanks very much. Another question pertaining to this game. TCU, can they possibly figure out a way to get back in this thing? Not with the way that Oregon is just swarming all over.
Play on a fast back.
We got 13 minutes to go until halftime. Oregon's over 300 yards of total offense. You're looking at a record-setting type performance. Penalty flag behind the play if the play stands.
He's got his hands full tonight because he's got big Defoe at 290 pounds coming inside there, and two of them tried to hold him, and he still got back there. He is that good a football.
The line, you're right.
He is so quick.
Hands full for TCU. So that negates a nice gain at 2nd and 17. Kohlhausen, play fake. Over the middle, nice pass and a tough catch with contact afterwards. In the Alamo Bowl, UCLA was just romping a Pac-12 team over a Big 12 team, Kansas State, and it was close by the end. There's some speed out of the open. Turpin still going into Ducks territory, and he never went.
But this guy can absolutely fly. It's fun to watch.
Now they hand it off to him as a running back. He took a big hit there.
He had an 86-yard touchdown.
5'9", 152. I don't think he's 5'9", that's for sure. He may be 150 pounds. But he is fast. The cutback to the 30, and now the ball is out. They have blown it dead, though.
Here and get some positives for TCU in this ballgame. It'll help your defense if you move it on offense.
Now, you made the point earlier with the score, especially could well be 4-down territory. 3rd and 4 in the pocket with time. Now running out of time, and a heave out of bounds, incomplete. Say with 10 minutes to go until halftime, there's a must play, but for TCU, it feels like it. Kohlhausen down the left sideline and incomplete. Next spot after that throw.
He looked pretty good.
That was pretty good. But in the end, for naught, TCU has the ball back and good field position. Handing it off to Green with that nice cut back across the middle. Close to a 1st down. I think he got it converted. Graham Kohlhausen starting in place of Trevon Boykin. Another handoff, again straight ahead. This is Kyle Hicks.
And you heard him. He said, "Coach, he pushed me first. Doesn't matter. Just play."
Can't do that. It was 2nd and 2, well into Oregon territory. Now it's 2nd and 17. Back around midfield. Kohlhausen scrambles and throws. It is caught. Pretty acrobatic catch there after a little bobble from Jalen Austin.
Trusty play.
When they've given him some time, he's made some pretty good throws. 3rd and 13. Oregon showing pressure, and they bring pressure. Kohlhausen flings it away, incomplete. Then he gets tossed down. Last look is our best look that proves you right. I think you're right about that. The initial look, you wondered, well, should there have been a penalty flag thrown? A juggle and an incompletion. The receipt.
Still got plenty of time to get a drive, but this defense has been playing really well so far for Oregon.
Especially up front, dominating. Handoff, and nowhere to go. Hicks cuts it upfield, just swarmed. He goes down, tried to get back to 6 on 3rd down as an offense. On 3rd and 12, Kohlhausen, deep middle, right into coverage, intercepted. Charles.
3-man rush. He had time. Felt like there wasn't any place to go. Throws it deep. All of their skill guys are playing well. Very, very impressive performance this first half by Oregon.
Well, final 32 seconds. TCU will get Turpin into the open. Turpin with all that speed. How about the safety with speed of his own?
He never gets tired. You love watching him play.
This is likely the last play of the half. So TCU just taking a chance, throwing it downfield. That one's incomplete, and it is the end of the first half.
He said he didn't know, he was too busy working on defense, but Doug Meacham said it's not likely.
They will run forward, throw backwards, and try a trick play with a nice delivery into the open field, and a good start to the second half.
Back over 0-0, and let's get back in this ball game.
Now, one thing, I'm not saying it's a total parallel with no Boykin. TCU will hand the ball off here, and a nice hole for Green into Oregon territory right away. Last year, a comeback is possible. Now we'll see if TCU can pull it off. Green, 1st down, Horned Frogs on the move.
Well, and we heard an enthusiasm. enthusiasm, intensity as they left at halftime.
Another handoff, and that one down with a penalty flag thrown from behind. It would have been a gain of 5, maybe 6 yards, but I think this one will come backwards.
Not to play better the second half. We're going to win the game. Won the game 56-35, so you never know what happens in the second half.
Did you change your shirt?
I didn't change my shirt, but we did have Vince Young. 14 late and came back and tied it up. This team's not going to quit.
No Vince Young for TCU, so Gary Patterson changed the wardrobe. That's a nice turn upfield and a first down TCU. Well, more positive in the whole first half.
Yeah, Jamison Stewart makes a good catch here. He turns up inside. We're seeing a more comfortable quarterback for TCU. Everything's working right now.
That was for 18 yards. This is for much more. Inside the 10.
The defense play better. They'll see some hope, and this gives them a chance to pick it up on defense as well.
First and goal, good defense that time. Number 33, Tyson Coleman. He's been.
Mark Helfrich knows that.
And we don't know about Vernon Adams. I mean, Oregon's offense could be totally different without their star quarterback. Kohlhausen in the pocket now trying to run. Goes into a slide. I think that was a good decision. Kohlhausen. Third and goal from around the 10. Sprinting right and keeping it. Now that's an interesting call. Oregon was ready for it. The tackle. Part of it is that now both teams are playing with their backup quarterbacks. TCU has been all game long. Graham Kohlhausen hands it off. Green is swamped and driven down for a big loss by that defensive tackle. Attention blocking wise, scheme wise goes towards his fellow defensive lineman DeForest Buckner, but there is opportunity for plays to be made.
Absolutely, and it should.
Second down and long, pressure immediately. Kohlhausen on the move across his body, and that throw was there. That should have been caught by a big play that has been spoiled by a drop. TCU has not yet converted a third down. 0 for 8 in this game. They need 13 here. Better protection this time. That delivery on the money, and then a slip tackle for a much bigger gain. It is a first down. That missed.
Yeah, I remember seeing Emmanuel Porter. You've got no backs. When he was in high school. He's big. He's fast. He ran 4.3. He can catch.
So Kohlhausen, he does look much better now. For TCU, a little slower tempo on this first down play. Again, lots of time to throw, dumps it short, and Hicks breaks a tackle himself. And Oregon finally.
When you're TCU, you've been in this situation before with this quarterback. It's easy to sell them on guys. We can do this, and we're seeing them play with more confidence.
Yeah, it is true. It stays alive. Under 6 minutes to go, third quarter. That, I think, was a backwards pass. And now another pass with a flag down. In fact, to the story for TCU. Those penalties have hurt. First and 10. Green down to the 29, maybe the 28.
Scoring touchdowns.
I think you're right about that. Second and 8. Play fake. More flags thrown. Toward that sideline, way over the head of the intended target, Nixon. 8 after those back-to-back penalties. That second one declined. Kohlhausen steps up, throws on the move. Pass is caught. The receiver, though, had to come back for the ball. It cost TCU a first down.
Run and hand it to the receiver. Run. 4th
and 5 toward the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown.
Four-man rush, no pressure, perfectly thrown ball to the outside, the inside receiver, and the out going forward.
Empty backfield for Graham Kohlhausen, who just a moment ago threw the touchdown on 4th down. He will throw here. It's incomplete. Good play on the ball, knocked down. They were blitzed early, that's for sure. Got both Green and Hicks in the backfield. Kohlhausen, that looked like a designed run, and he takes a big hit. I don't know if he's doing that on his own or what. 3rd and 9 here. In the pocket. Kohlhausen, now he will run. Kohlhausen dives and goes up and over it. You got the wind knocked out of him or what? On 1st and goal, Turpin did not get there. Stacked up by the Ducks. And if they do punch it in, we got a ball game. Handoff. Stutter step. Close. Touchdown. We can tell.
The ruling on the field of touchdown is under further review.
Is he down before that ball gets?
And now we're back in the shotgun.
3rd and goal from the shotgun.
Tight end in the backfield.
Handoff. Green gets stuffed. In fact, he lost a yard, maybe more than that.
You've got Buck Jones in the backfield. You tried to run the inside zone play. Now you might move your quarterback, run an option, get something outside.
Hicks behind. Play fake. Trying to throw. Now trying to run. Kohlhausen. Touchdown. They looked at it, and it was a fumble. This was the 4th and goal play.
And now he's run for 2 big plays to make first downs. And on 4th, Prevost and Buckner in the game at the same time inside to get more pressure on the quarterback.
Well, you're right. It is a chance here for the Oregon defense to make a big play. Play fake. Kohlhausen throws. Incomplete. He threw it behind his intended target. 12 to go. 2nd and 13 from inside their own 5. Kohlhausen going to throw again. Good protection. That one is caught, it looks like. Yeah.
Really fast, so there's no question.
Now Kohlhausen is way back there. Almost like he was faking a pooch punt. Now he'll throw deep. Caught! How about that play?
Yeah, it looked like he was faking the pooch punt. Had the tight end down the middle, and then he scrambles. He really could have run for it again, but he turns it and throws it upfield to his tailback, Aaron Green, local kid from Madison High School, for a first down.
That is huge. Green's going to get the carry here. Nice burst, jumps over a tackler, and close to a first down. Not quite there.
Much better job of getting his team here with all the injuries.
2nd and short after Balducci left the game. Handoff Green. That's a first down. Just a couple yards.
TCU playing much faster than they did in the first half. Oregon's probably slowed it down.
That was a fast snap. Green gets a couple.
14, you just need to get it in the end zone.
Play fake. Kohlhausen steps up. That throw is complete. A hand on the ball.
Jerrison's from Horn High School up in the Mesquite area. Caught his third moving, lining up fast and playing like Oregon did the first half.
21 yards. Green, totally different player, totally different team. It was 31-0. Mark Helfrich wants a timeout. And now he decides not to call. He was walking up and down the sideline toward the official signaling timeout and then just stopped. Handoff here. And I guess it was a good decision he didn't call timeout because that was well defended. Receiver in motion on 3rd and 8. Kohlhausen pressured, and the ball's out. It's out on the turf. TCU falls on it. Hicks saw it on the turf and grabbed it. Tyson Cole.
But that's the first time that Oregon has gotten pressure on the quarterback in the second half, and Tyson Coleman's name is one that we've been calling all night.
He's had a tremendous game for the Ducks. Bowl. Their quarterback goes out, and the game has turned around entirely. Final 6:40. TCU gets the ball back. Kohlhausen dumps it short, and the pass is caught with some running room. Nixon, penalty flag thrown. A big gain, but I think it's coming back.
All by the officials.
Ends up being a 19-yard gain, so that's a big pickup, and they did get it right, as Bill Lemonnier explains, our rules official, in the booth with us tonight here in San Antonio. Final 6+. Kohlhausen keeping it. Kohlhausen with that ball sort of wobbling around there.
What strategy changes?
On 2nd and short, a play fake. Sawyer running around, penalty flag thrown. He'll get the first down, but again, I think this one will come back. The Ducks think Siege that left side.
Go from 2nd and inches to 2nd and 11.
The snap, pressure comes immediately. He takes a hit, and delivers the ball on target. And now the
290 pounds, comes around the big offensive lineman, 64, because he's matched up on a guard now, and hit him right in the ribs.
Right in the sore spot. So it's 3rd and 3. This is a huge play. And Kohlhausen will try to scramble. He dives forward, and he got the first down. What a nice play.
Makes the first down, so they've taken it off of the goal line. Oregon better make a stop.
That clock is definitely the ally of the Ducks, though. Kohlhausen throws. That pass is caught. The defender fell down. Austin on the move. Down the sideline. Finally out of bounds. It's
very good protection. 3-man rush. Dropping off. Defender falls.
Play helps. Clock starts to move again. We're approaching 4 minutes to go. If you're joining us late here in San Antonio, it was 31-0 Oregon. Kohlhausen, wide open receiver, caught. Another TCU. 1st and 10 TCU. Under 4 to play. Kohlhausen. Pressure comes toward the end zone. And a penalty flag thrown as a possession since halftime. That is lopsided. Now it's almost like a wildcat. Direct snap to Green. He gets the block from the quarterback. And touchdown.
If you look at Kohlhausen, he leads on the quarterback sweep or the wildcat sweep, and he cuts the defender.
Of what could be an all-time historic comeback. It is Sawyer who is the quarterback on the 2-point play. They pitch it over, and the throw, 2 points. On 1st down, they get the play snapped. Kohlhausen throws short. Nixon for a gain of. Oregon's got to be thinking about the possibilities of getting the ball back with the game tied, or maybe worse for them. 2nd and 5. Handoff left side. Good blocking. Green now finally down. He rolled over the tackler to make sure he got the.
And Dave, let me also say it's a whole lot easier to make those decisions up here than it is on that sideline.
Well, you're right about that. Handoff Green. Not a lot of room that time. Now TCU now is definitely.
He's not going to change that shirt again, I can tell you that.
No matter how much he sweats. Handoff again. Green, nice cut. And Green gets the first down.
1 timeout left.
Well, you can't let there be chaos at the end where you're trying for a gimme field goal to tie the game. You want to take a shot at the end zone, but you're right. You have to consider that as we approach a minute to go. Another handoff. Green. Ankle tackle. He had some room in front. That clock continues to walk. Under a minute to play. Another handoff. Squirting through. Spin move. Green. And I think he got there. It's real close. With the clock history. They were down 31-0 at halftime. Now down 3 with 28 seconds to go. It is 3rd down. 3rd and 1. Kohlhausen rolling right. Looking for the end zone. Instead, he'll throw it away. And now on 4th down.
4th down and at the goal line.
So here we go. TCU gets it first in overtime. And they will pitch it to Nixon. To the corner. Nixon will go out of bounds after a fairly short gain. Got shoved. Maybe got 3 yards.
It's for both. Cramps could be a factor.
2nd and 7. A little pump fake and Kohlhausen's running. 1st down. Goes into a slide.
Would be running a quarterback draw. That's exactly what it was. He faked the screen to the right to get the time.
So it's not 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 by a half of a yard or so.
It's a hard 10 yards. Gets tougher down in the red zone.
Receiver in motion. Kohlhausen, handoff. And those legs keep moving.
In overtime.
2nd and 6. TCU with the ball first. Kohlhausen. End zone. What a catch!
Look at this offensive line. A lot of guys haven't played a lot. They haven't started. Got 2 starters out. Ball's way behind Emmanuel Porter. 1 missed tackle. TCU wins.
Kohlhausen and the TCU offense on the field. Passing with some pressure coming, and that throw was high. He had his man open over the middle. That was
wide open. but the pressure is right in his face, and he had to step back and throw it off his back foot.
Play clock under 5. They get it snapped, and the running back was not in the right spot. So toward the end zone, jump ball incomplete, knocked away. Now that game was
for Oregon, stepped up and made a really good play.
Yep, good coverage. So now it's 3rd and 10.
You don't want to sack and get out of field goal range either.
You are right. Oregon looks like they might bring some pressure.
They're coming after him.
They do. And they get there. Kohlhausen dumps it off to try to get us to a 3rd overtime.
They blitzed them. They had man outside. You can see Charles Nelson from safety comes and
kick the extra point. TCU has it first. Green carry, big hole. Green will get brought down. Nelson, another big tackle for the Ducks. It is situation than we thought we'd have preseason or even pregame. In Oregon's case. Handoff. Green again, trying to bounce it. And he'll stutter step forward to the 8. 2nd and 5 in the 3rd overtime. Kohlhausen, almost like an option style play. He'll turn the corner. Touchdown.
All week, they get the corner here. The defensive end goes for the pitch. They seal the corner. He stays in bounds. He turned. And anybody went home at halftime, shame on you.
Not many did.
No,
it's still packed.
It's still packed. They might have come back.
Here's the 2-point try. Sprinting right. Now backing up. Pressured. Kohlhausen across his body, bounced it. No good.